Now it's time for execution and implementation. And if you're already stopping right now, you're watching this video and you're wondering, this was cool. No, you must get angry. You must get mad. You must feel it in your body and understand you need to get this done. No one is coming to do it for you. You need to get it done. All right, welcome back, everybody. So right now we went over the mindset. So now it's time about the execution and implementation, because right now this is a war, right? This is a war with reality, the reality that you're currently in. So we must prepare for this war. All right, so starting your process, right? So early morning wins is one of the biggest driving factors that's actually going to change your life exponentially, right? So each day starts the night before. What do I mean by this? I have right now my journal where I write down how they went, what I'm going to be doing the next day. So that way when the next day comes up, I already know exactly what I'm going to be doing. I already know exactly what I must accomplish right when I wake up. So if you're already preparing, your day starts the night before, right? So you set yourself up for success by winning your morning, right? Bedros Cooley, he talks about stacking the wins, right? Winning your morning is starting your day off with already a win under your belt, right? If you can wake up at the time that you say you're going to wake up, if you can do the things that you say you're going to do, if you're going to hit the workout that you say you're going to hit, if you're going to write and journal like you say you're going to do, that is winning the mornings, right? That's how you win the mornings early. You want to do that real quick, because you need to teach yourself the importance of hard work. You need to teach yourself the importance of doing what you say you do. The ability to confide in yourself, right? Self-confidence is the confiding in yourself, knowing that when you say you're going to do something, you do it. Right? You need to do everything in your power to tell yourself of what hard work is, why you have to wake up every morning and do it. You're not going to wake up in the morning just because you love the idea. No, it's because it's difficult. It's because it's hard. That is the reason why you're doing this, right? Each day starts the night before. Set yourself up for success by winning your morning. Teach yourself the importance of hard work. These are the fundamentals that's going to be crucial in the building aspect of your mindset. So elevate your mind by training. So I personally go to the gym every single morning. I am there roughly 4:30, 5 o'clock, the latest. Roughly 4 to 5 is typically when I go. I'm not saying you have to be there because I am an overachiever. So don't do what I do. Or you know what? Find what works for you and do what do. So the reason we say elevate your mind by training, right? The reason we want to train in the morning is we need the block oxidation. Oh my God. So we need the block oxidation to always put you in a high vibration. So I work out, but if you're not a person that works out in the morning and you want to do your workouts in the afternoon, that's completely fine. But you need to move your body, right? If you want to drop down and do 50 push, if you want to do 50 jumping jacks, 50 burpees, I don't know what you must do, but you need to do something that moves the body, get your body into that flow state, right? Elevate past everyday problems with your workout. Like I was saying, these workouts are not just solely for the body. The workouts help with your mind, right? The more that you can think about how that works, and you can understand the interlying connection, the network of how these all intertwine with each other, the more quicker you will be able to implement all these good stuff, right? So pushing your limits will always reinforce that the uncomfortable option is the only option for growth. Understand that you cannot grow in your comfort zone. If you believe that you are going to be able to grow in your comfort zone, you're going to be able to remain the same and get new results, you're absolutely out of your mind, right? You can expect different results from no different actions, all right? Blah, blah, blah. All right, so the most important variable in this equation that we call life is consistency. Understand this. Consistency is what is needed. You must put these in practice every day. Not 3 times out of 7 days, not 4 times out of 7 days, 5 times, 6 times. No, every single day you must practice and be consistent in the fact that you are doing everything in your power. You must be consistent. Failure is scared of people who can continue to do it every single time without fail. All right? The more that you struggle, the more you teach yourself about what needs to be done. There is things in this world where you have not experienced, where you understand. Once you put yourself in these struggle positions where you have to be like, wow, you will find out what your real limitations are. You'll find out what you can actually achieve. What you can actually achieve is much more than what you currently are doing right now. You must struggle for you to learn. The more that you struggle, the more you teach yourself about what needs to be done. It highlights what is incongruent with your life at the very moment. So every single day is not going to be a win. Every single day is not going to be rainbows. Every single day is not going to be success. All right. You need to understand that there is going to be dark days. Most of the time, it's probably going to be dark days. But if you can just judge yourself based on being consistent over what you achieved, right? Understand, it's sometimes you might do something for 30 days straight and nothing even happens, but understand that consistency always pays, right? Your dividends will come back, right? What you sow, so shall you reap, okay? Reap what you sow, okay? And if you sow, you will reap, if not more. Right here, let me move my face. This is a process from my mentor. He said the 5-4-5, right? The 5-4-5 method, which we'll go over, I think, in the next slide. You must define clear goals. These clear goals are going to give you direction of what you're trying to aim in life. If you have no direction, you're going to be pointless, right? You're going to be like, I don't know what to do this morning. This is why we set up our day the night before. Because once you have these goals, you're like, oh, tomorrow I need to wake up and do this and this. And then next thing you accomplish your goals. Now you're wondering, how do you do this? But it's these little small things, right? Define your goals, right? Create a list of clear goals that will help you define a direction for your life. I didn't even read it yet, but I know what it is, obviously, because I the PowerPoint. But I didn't read it. But creating a list of clear goals to help you define direction for your life. And understand, by no default does it mean that the goals you currently have will be the goals that you have to accomplish. Sometimes you make these goals and you find out that you want a different set of goals based on the goals that you're currently trying to accomplish right now. You're like, it's not for me anymore. I need bigger. I need better. Something like that, okay? Then we're going to be creating a routine. A routine is a set of habits and practices that ensure that you are making progress towards your goal while testing your limit. Now, this routine is to help you get into this flow state. This routine is to help you achieve these goals. So once you create these goals, you will set up a routine that allows you, because the routine is going to be congruent with your goals. So let's say if I want to lose 10 pounds, this routine will be, okay, I wake up in the morning, I do my cardio, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be congruent with your goals. Next is going to be taking action. None of this matters unless you execute it on it each day. You must move forward. I don't know how many more times can I reiterate consistency. You must execute this every single day. Every time you show up is another win in the bank. Every time you show up is another win in the bank. And the more that you can show up for yourself, the more you can have confidence in yourself, and the more you can get these things done, because you have to take the action. Action is what's going to get you these results. Thoughts turn to feelings. Feelings leads to actions. Action leads to results. Starts with the mind and becomes the action that create the results, right? So imperfection action is the best to start your process. Understand, it does not have to be perfect. You just need to know where you're trying to go, right? If I'm trying to get to New York, I don't have to take a flight there. I could take a train. I could take a bus. What's the thing called when you put the finger up in the air? What's the thing called? I can hitchhike. All these are ways to get to your goals. There's going to be multiple different avenues of how to get to your goal. You just need to know where you're trying to go. Where you're trying to go, and you got to take one step forward. We're going to have to start walking. Get to New York, we're going to have to start walking. Then maybe we run. Then we catch a hitchhike. Then we get to a bus station. We take the bus station to a train site. Then we take the train all the way to XYZ, and then somehow we take a flight. I don't know. But you understand? You just need to start doing these actions, because imperfect action is better than no action. You need to list out everything that you want to implement in your life to reach your goals, and list out everything that you want to stop that is keeping you from them. Distractions are one of the biggest things that people seem to avoid. Distractions will ruin your life much faster than any type of actions. If you have 5 distractions that's ruining every single action you're doing, you're taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It doesn't matter if you think it's stupid or overblown. List it out. I need you to list out every single thing that you think. If you sat at the edge of the bed and you said, what are the things that I know if I removed from my life would make my life better? What are the things right now that's taking away my attention? What are the things right now that I know if I stopped right now, my life will automatically improve? You must sit down and be true with yourself and understand what is necessary for you to do to remove from your life to make your life better, to make your goals basically incapable of achieving, right? Do you think that if you are at the gym and you are at the house of somebody who is in elite shape, do you think you will not get in the same shape as them? No, because you're removed from your friends, you're removed from the family, you're removed from all types of distractions that's going to keep you away from it. You must do the same thing with your own. Unfortunately, you may not have the luxury of being around people who have the goals that you want, but understand that you can start removing things right now to make your life better. The more you can clear the landfill that you've built up in your mind, the better. You got to get rid of all this trash. Understand, I need you to understand this. Understand that everything that's distracting you is straight trash. Anything that pulls you away from your goals is trash. The faster you can remove these distractions, the faster you can move these distractions out of your life, the faster your life can change, the faster you can reach these goals. You understand? All right. So these are the strategies for the 5 method. Like I said, this is not my method. This is from my mentor. So 5, 4, 5, right? So what does that mean exactly, right? So 5 direction focused goals. Not just, oh, my goal is to learn Spanish. Is that part of where you really want to go? Not, no, oh, my goal is to, blah, 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 blah. Whatever it might be that's not even relevant to the true goal you want, right? Generate 5 goals to work towards every day. This will keep you centered on your direction and allow you to know exactly where you are going at all times. Make them big, but even if they are small, they must be very sentimental to you. Make them big, man. Make them big. Shoot for the stars, but at least you land on the moon. You understand? Next, we must do the 4-step morning process. Create a 4-step morning routine that will pull you in a flow state and set you on track for your goals. Right? So, my mentor, he will make his bed, drink 32 ounces of water with some salt and some lemon, do 50 push-ups, journal, and take a cold shower, and he's out there. Right? And he's locked in, right? What is your 4-step morning process that's going to get you to be like, all right, I'm ready to lock in for the day, right? You need to create this because the faster you can get into this flow state to be like, all right, time for me to accomplish these goals, the faster you're going to get these goals done. And then next, we're going to have 5 tasks. So the 5 tasks are going to be a to-do list, right? You should have a minimum of 5 tasks to accomplish. You are a man. You've got bigger problems if you don't have 5 things to get done. If you do not have 5 things to do to move you towards your goal or whatever in your life, we have bigger problems. You want to tell me that you have nothing to do? Nothing. It's impossible. You must prioritize them from start to finish. Understand every single thing on this checklist must be getting done daily. If you wrote down, like, for example, I did the 5 for 5, right? So I do it too. Right? And I have record these videos, reach out to people, reels, upload YouTube, record workout. All these I'm accomplishing because I wrote this down, right? The faster you can understand that writing these things down, take it out of your head so that you no longer have to think about foolishness all the time. You understand? Application is king. Like I said, action is going to be your biggest friend when you're talking about execution, implementation of this mindset, okay? You have to apply knowledge as you take it in, or it is just entertainment. Understand, if you just watch this video and then you're going to go and say, all right, that was very nice, that's cool, not time to watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I don't know. You see, if you just take this as entertainment, like, that was a great video, and then go about your day, you have learned nothing. You literally have just entertained yourself, and you have not taken any type of value to implement into your own life. If you didn't take notes or follow along, generally, go back and take notes to set up your process. Understand, this has worked and made millionaires. You are not going to understand this, but not yet until you start implementing this. These things are proven, right? I know it's not really a science. You're like, oh, there's no science behind it. Don't worry about that. But this has worked for so many people. And if it has worked for people before, it can work for you as well, right? You don't know until you try. And I want you to at least try this for 30 days, try this for 45, try it for 60 days, 90 days, and see what the results come. You have to want it so as badly as you want to breathe. Understand, if you're not applying these stuff, there's no point of you watching these videos and, oh, this is so cool. No. This is not cool. We are trying to accomplish goals. If you are not applying it and taking it to heart and understanding that you need to get these things done, you're not going to go far in life, unfortunately. It's the awful truth. You are not going to go far in life if you are not applying the things that you are learning. If you read a book and you do nothing with the book, what was the purpose of the book? It's just entertainment. You might as well just open Instagram, just scroll, and just go back to your normal life and, call it a day. Because maybe you're not built for life. Maybe you're not built for this. And that's okay. Not everyone's built for the hustle. Not everyone's built to strive to become the best version of themselves. It's okay. We need some people that's going to remain the same. We need people who are going to be at the cash register when I go to check out and pay these big bills. You understand? We need you. I'm hoping you're not going to be that person. I'm hoping you're going to go after the goals that you said you're going to do. I'm hoping that you're going to be and talk that talk and walk that walk. You understand? I hope you are going to be like that. Understand also, it's okay. I need somebody to wash my car. It's okay. And this is not even a shot towards you, but you must understand you have to literally be obsessed with accomplishing these goals. You have to literally be obsessed with achieving the results that you want to achieve, because if you do not, no one else is going to. No one is coming to save you. Understand, no one is coming to save you. The faster you can get that through your head that no one is coming to save you, and if you do not choose to decide to create your life right now, no one will. Your mom may check in and be like, hey honey, how's life? Application king. Action is king. First we have the thoughts. The thoughts turn to feelings. The feelings leads to action. The action leads to results. Understand, we just went over the mindset that is needed to accomplish these goals. Now it's time for execution and implementation. And if you're already stopping right now, you're watching this video and you're wondering, this was cool. No. You must get angry. You must get mad. You must feel it in your body and understand you need to get this done. No one is coming to do it for you. You need to get it done. It is nighttime. Record this video like I don't have a life. I have shit to do. Not really. I just want to teach y'all. I'm just joking. But I could be doing other things, right? But I want to get this knowledge out to you. And it's very important. The faster you can understand, implementation and the action is what brings the results. I can dream about having a six-pack all I want. I can dream about driving supercars all I want. Unless I'm willing to do the actions that get me there, I will never have it. And you need to get that through your head. You have to want it as badly as you want to breathe. Not kinda, wanna, shoulda, coulda. As badly as you want to breathe. You need to go back into this thing and rewatch it. Rewatch all the parts where you're like, oh, you checked your phone. Put your phone away. That phone is a distraction. We literally just talked about removing distraction. That phone is a distraction. Put your phone away. Take out a note and pen. Implementation is going to be the most beneficial thing that you can do. The reason things don't work is because you don't work. Did you know that most businesses don't go out of business? People do. A business is just a embodiment of you. But anyways, that was all. I'm hoping I got through your skull on you need to apply this. I'm giving you the roadmap. I'm giving you the process. This is the execution and implementation, becoming a warrior, right? Early morning wins. Elevate your mind with the training, consistency, define your goals, create a routine, take action. I've shown you the process. I've shown you the strategies for success. And now it's time for you to apply it. Are you willing to apply it to become the best version of yourself right now? The sooner you can take action, the sooner you will start to see results. That's all I'm going to say, and this is how I'm going to end it. But anyways, like always, ciao.